Good morning. How are you today? Well, the weather's terrific. We're out here on the trail. It's just a glorious day. Things are turning green. Bulbs are opening up. You hear more birds. The geese are flying around. It's terrific. It's a lot of fun. Well, turning to our political landscape, the Republicans are out there cheating again because they can't possibly win an election if they let everybody vote. And that was kind of the core principle of Trump, that he was going to have 38 to 40% of the vote, and they were going to be there no matter what. And it's kind of a strange prescription to win an election, unless you figure you're going to suppress enough votes that your core vote's going to be enough to win the election. Well, it didn't happen the last time, and so we see them doubling down in Georgia, where there'll be another Senate race next year, I believe, and they hope by that time to perhaps replace the temporary senator or the short-term senator with a new crazy Republican who will give control back to the Senate. In the meantime, they won't let you get a drink on the voting line if it's delayed, which is unheard of. And all you have to do is put a garbage can as you're about to go in if somebody's giving you drinks or something. Just like you throw away materials if you're not supposed to have it, so you're not appearing to be electioneering in the voting booth. They want to get rid of lock boxes. They want to minimize mail-in balloting. Everything except asking how many juju beads are in a jar. So that has to be stopped at the national level as much as possible for federal elections. And also in the courts. And I think we'll see both, because I think it's unconstitutional to abridge the right to vote without any rational basis for doing so. At a time when we are concerned about guns and mass killings again, the NRA is divided and less effective. And that's good news under any circumstance, and their bankruptcy court is telling us that. But the next thing that we have to watch out for is, can we get the people in Congress to do anything? Can they do anything about checks? Can they do anything about these weapons of mass destruction? And I'm afraid, sometimes our friends let us down. They can break your heart. And I'm hoping that Biden, and I know Schumer's strong on this issue, I'm hoping that they'll find a way to get gun reform passed. It's amazing that this nation has such a reputation for violence, and we prove it every day by doing nothing about the children and people being killed for no good reason. The Boulder investigation is interesting. The news story is, what is his motive? Are you serious? When somebody shoots a stranger in a public place, how is that sensible, reasonable? No matter what the motive is. And, I guess we're looking to see if the motive is political and we can connect it to our terrible dialogue of racism and hate and violence. But the question isn't what his motive was, as much as it is, how did he get a gun? How is he able to do this? And we've got to stop it. And Colorado is talking about doing something about it. But what about the feds revisiting the issue again? In terms of the January 6th mess, I'm glad to hear that Speaker Pelosi has chosen National Guard, the head of the D.C. National Guard, as the new Sergeant at Arms. And in part, he testified against a variety of people, including the Pentagon, saying they sort of held him back from helping. And that says something. So Pelosi rightly wants to bring him into operation as the Sergeant at Arms, because I think she trusts that he would actually watch out for them. One last story that I think is good is the United States Postal Service, that they're passing an act in order to limit the reforms, so-called, of DeJoy that would limit and extend and delay the delivery of the mail. So those are kind of a handful of issues. They're quantifiable, they're identifiable, there's hope with regard to each of them, and Biden and his team are working the problem, and so I'm encouraged. So get out on the weekend and enjoy a little bit of this sun. Talk to you. Bye-bye.